About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. He'll buy some time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dangbo just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Room past the 20. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Prescott on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Prescott to throw it. Forced out to his left. Looking deep for Elliott. And my goodness, another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They're going to look to throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want far.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. Exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. The give is to Elliott. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. Taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 97 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that cuts this lead down to 13. This is going to be taken in by the Colts. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. This is caught by Hilton, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll try to run it with Mack. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down carry by Elliott. Able to power through. Still fighting. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things are a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now, since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that crispness back from the first half. They need a big drive here.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. This is Mack on the counter, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. And then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And finally, down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Oh, Prescott stripped. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And spins away. Looks right. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, clicking.